go with story mode. So yes, we have a new issue, issue 5, and we're going to show you exactly what happens when you enter issue 5. So,
if you are lagging, try and refresh the screen, refresh your page, and that might work better.
Yeah, it's not our fault, it's yours.
All right, ready?
All right, yeah, let's do
Jumping
it.
into
Let's do it. So this is what happens when you defeated Sandman, as you may recall. And then something happens. Sandman is defeated. No. But wait, what's that? In the horizon, tentacles! That's right. Issue 4 is completed. We're going on to issue 5. And Doc Ock in all of his glory. And we're exclusively revealing for the first time Dr. Aaron Aikman, Spider-Man, from the Spider-Verse comics. So, yay. Okay, we're going to show you the first ever boss in issue 5. You're going to play against Doc Ock.
Here we go. We're gonna read it out?
We don't have to read it out. This isn't story time. So, yes. Don't mess with Doc Ock. So we're going into, issue 1, boss 1 for the first time. And you are about to see a super cool new environment, so just wait a little bit, and it's going to happen, and it's going to be so awesome. You're going to love it. So, right now we're playing as Aaron Aikman Spider-Man, which is going to be one of the new Spider-Men in Update 4. For those of you who don't know who he is, Dr. Aaron Aikman was a spider created exclusively for the Spider-Verse comics. He was in Edge of Spider-Verse number 3. He was in Edge of Spider-Verse number 3, and what's super cool about him is he had this totally unique backstory from a totally weird dimension, completely separate from Peter Parker, but because this is Spider-Man, of course, he's a doctor, he's a scientist specializing in insects, and became Spider-Man that way. What's cool about him is he looks like Mega Man. He is basically, if Spider-Man was Mega Man, this is what he would look like. So I lovingly call him Mega Man Spider-Man, but I don't, because that is not what I'm legally allowed to do. His name is Dr. Aaron Aikman. So, I'm going to see if there's any questions already. Mysterio for issue 6, you will see. Hydro Man is just an event boss, so he's not going to be a Sinister Six member, nor was he ever a Sinister Six member, nor why would you want Hydro Man as a Sinister Six member? So, yes. Upcoming, quite soon, we're almost there, is going to be the new environment, which will be revealed here. It's taking a time. It's coming soon. There's no lagging. This is a beautiful stream. Don't talk about that. Yeah. Yay! Okay, so you are about to enter the underwater lab of Dr. Octopus. That's right. So this is a really cool lab because it is the first time that we are incorporating swinging, running, and wall climbing, skydiving, etc. into one environment. And there the guy is, the wonderful Dr. Octopus. You are currently facing his classic version. And yes, you have guessed it, he is the first running boss that the game has had other than Sandman. But, properly running in his, in all of his, spider-legged, or octopus-legged, glory. And what's super cool about the underwater lab is there's different, obviously different attacks, different animations, totally new, enemies for you to fight. So this is pretty sweet, in fact. And with the running boss, this is specifically only for the underwater lab, and we're going to simply be extending this to the other environments. So all of this, oh my god.
One day. One day I'll be good.
One day you will live up to the name of Spider-Man and Dr. Aaron Aiken Spider-Man. Anyway, can we hear more about Spider-Woman's Day event? No, we're talking about Doc Ock right now. We'll answer your questions later.
I was just resting.
Yes, it does look really cool. I agree with you. This is very, very cool. So, and obviously because this is an issue, Doc Ock is super powerful, super strong. But Doc Ock will, as with all the issues, there will be 5-dimensional versions of Doc Ock, including his classic version, his original version, Doc Ock Noir, Doc Ock from Chapter 1, tons of different versions. And we have defeated the evil genius that is Doc Ock.
Just another
Yay.
awesome victory from yours truly.
Got my warm-up run out of the way.
Yeah,
2.0
warm-up
is in
run.
the house.
So, well, thank you. I agree. We did do good work here. So, why don't we do another Doc Ock run? Or do you want to do his events?
Could go into the events.
Why don't we do Doc Ock specific events? So we're going to go into the events from the depths. And we'll show you one of the first events that you'll be able to play in Update 4.
And some other people.
A superior venom, please. That one, yes. And we're going to reveal a new Spider-Man for you. Yes, okay, this one, you should all be super excited about this Spider-Man that we're releasing, because this is Superior Venom. He is Superior Spider-Man, who, as you probably all know, is Doc Ock in Peter Parker's body when he became Superior Spider-Man. When he got tangled up with his symbiote, he became Superior Venom, who is by far one of my all-time favorite Spider-Men that we have released in the game. So you guys should be so stoked, so stoked about this one. So we're gonna play another Doc Ock battle for you. And look how cool he is. Look how broad his shoulders is. He is by far the biggest and beefiest Spider-Man that we've ever released. So just look at him. He's so awesome. And for those of you who haven't read the Superior Spider-Man comics and haven't seen him, I totally recommend it because Superior Spider-Man is amazing. Which brings me perfectly into an innovation that I wanted to talk about that this game is doing in this update for any other game. We are, for the first time, showcasing a clash between Superior Spider-Man and Doc Ock. And the only reason why this has never been done before is obviously Superior Spider-Man is Doc Ock.
You won't interfere with our plans any longer.
Because our game features dimensional villains and dimensional Spider-Men, this is one of the first time, I believe the first time, that Doc Ock and Superior Spider-Man will ever be facing each other. Ever. So this is a totally new and interesting and awesome innovation that we're bringing into this update, is that relationship between Superior Spider-Man and his former self, Doc Ock. And obviously Superior Spider-Man is going to be really tormented and tangled with his feelings here because, you know, he was an evil villain and then he became on the side of Peter Parker. And even though he always clashed with Peter himself, he wanted to do good for the city. He wants to save he wants to save New York. He wants to save the dimension. And obviously Doc Ock is no interest in that. So it's going to be a really classic, kind of awesome situation that we're putting Superior Spider-Man in. Plus, all of the spiders, Peter Parker and Nick Fury, know that that Superior Spider-Man is Doc Ock's mind in Peter Parker's body. They're very aware of this, so they're going to also be really mistrustful of Superior Spider-Man. So I think overall that's like a really cool story that we've been able to come up with because we've been the only, I guess, only time that these two have ever been facing off against each other. Superior Deadpool. Nice name. I like it. He asks what these coins are all about, and we're gonna get to that. And you'll be super stoked about the coins because we have a whole new gameplay, like event system, and that's all I'm gonna say about this. So, back to the environment. As you're noticing, this is a totally new environment that's doing totally different things. And it ends with this awesome, how awesome is this ending cutscene? I love it. The animations for this update are so great with this environment. So, so what do you think about Spidey as the sixth member of the Sinister Six? Well, I'm not going to even say anything on that because I think that's a brilliant idea. You'll see what we do with, you know, six Sinister Six members and all of that stuff. That's a whole other story for a whole other day. Will we have Identity Crisis Spider-Man in this update, like Dusk and Hornet and Prodigy? Not in this update, no. But we are very aware of these characters, and we totally have some really sweet plans to use them. So you're just gonna have to be a little bit patient, but we do have plans around these guys. So, can we talk about Superior Venom one more time? What I love about this is in the past we've only been pretty much releasing Spider-Man from Spider-Verse because these have all been Spider-Verse themed updates. But this is not a Spider-Verse character. This is a character released exclusively for, you know, because we released Doc Ock. And so this is so cool because this is Doc Ock in Peter Parker's body who got corrupted by the symbiote. There's so many awesome things about this character. And I don't know about you guys, but personally, I love Superior Spider-Man. And I'm going to say something super radical, and you guys are probably going to hate me for saying this, but I actually enjoy Doc Ock in Peter Parker's body more than I enjoy Peter Parker himself. And the reason why is Superior Spider-Man is just so conflicted and crazy, and the way he reacts to things and the way he suddenly becomes a good guy but is so flawed but thinks he's so amazing and perfect. I don't know. I love it. I mean, there's obviously the original Spider-Man is the best, you know, and the most iconic, and you know, Superior Spider-Man wouldn't have done what, you know, for the license that Peter Parker did. But I'm just fascinated by Superior Spider-Man. He's an utterly, like, just such a compelling character. So you guys just totally read the Superior Spider-Man as well. I definitely love my shit. Right. So, okay, you guys, we're revealing another Spider-Man from Spider-Verse. And this is super exciting because some of you might recognize this character. I'm actually going to not tell you who this character is. I want to see if anyone knows who this character is. I'm just going to wait. It doesn't seem like anyone knows this character. Okay.
5 seconds away.
Oh, right, there's a 5-second delay. I'm going to give the 5-second delay its thing. Blah, blah, blah. Waiting. There's a lag. Yes, I know. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. This is Spider-Ben. And for those of you who haven't heard of Spider-Ben and didn't read the Spider-Verse comics at the very end, this is Uncle Ben's Spider-Man. This is Uncle Ben in a dimensional... Yeah, they're starting to get it now. This lag is insane.
Here we go.
Okay. This is Uncle Ben in an alternate dimension when he actually got bit by the spider instead of Peter Parker. So this is super awesome because it's Uncle Ben. And there's so many cool events and stuff that we're going to do around having this character. I mean, he was created exclusively for Spider-Verse as one of the major surprises that ended up coming out of those comics. Sorry for the spoilers, but you should have read them by now. And And yeah, he's, you know, what was fascinating about his character specifically is he had the whole power responsibility thing. That's Uncle Ben's thing. But he had all the power, and he gave up the responsibility because in his dimension, Peter Parker died, and he was totally devastated and could not like live with himself anymore. And so he just quit being the Spider-Man, gave up his suit. His entire dimension was in trouble, and he just was like, threw his hands up in the air, and he's like, my family is dead, everything I know and love is gone. I'm just gonna hide in this bunker. And that's pretty much his story. And then, you know, Superior Spider-Man and Peter Parker Spider-Man, they found him, they got him back to his senses, and then he joined in the fight to defeat the Inheritors. But yeah, I love the fact that we have him in the game, and he's super cool. You guys, you should be very excited that we have him.
Bring it, ding.
And I mean, I think it also shows like the synergy between, you know, Marvel's publishing and you know, our own game, because we were getting like literally black and white sketches of him trying to fit him into Update 4, and I kept saying, like, give us the colors, give us, you know, more references, we need more. There's no way we can fit him in this update if we don't, like, get stuff now. And Marvel were super accommodating, and they got us everything we needed to get him into the game, which is just fantastic. So I'm gonna start reading some questions, because I know I've been talking a lot, and I haven't really been reading your questions. Okay, what about Web Silk? Web Silk is in the game, and we're gonna have mini events around her. So we are gonna have a lot of, and this is per, you know, your request. We're gonna have a lot of 24-hour events and 24-hour like quick, you know, events featuring slots and consumables and your chance at this spider. And Classic Silk will definitely be included in that. Let's see what other questions. Earth-X Spider-Girl is definitely planned, Mike Hippie. Someone is new to the stream. What is the spider icons that appear? We haven't gotten to that yet, but stay tuned, and we're going to tell you all about that, and you're going to be super stoked because it's a whole new gameplay element to the game. Okay, so Aaron Aikman, Superior Venom, and Spider-Ben are the new spiders. We have tons of new spiders in addition to that, but we haven't shown any yet. So stay around, and we might show a few more. I love 24-hour events. I do too. They're great. So yeah, we're gonna have some consistent Flash events for you and stuff like that. So people are asking for Black Suit Spider-Man, and I am going to tell you once and for all that Black Suit Spider-Man is coming to Spider-Man Unlimited, but you have to be patient because we have a much grander plan for him. That's the only reason why he hasn't been in the game yet. So just be patient. He is going to be in the game, and there's going to be an awesome thing around him. So, yay. Be excited. He is coming. He is planned, and we have some really great stuff around him. Are we still getting a buff event for Assassin Spider-Man? We can totally get that for you. So we're, you know, planning Flash events and stuff like that, and if you want, you know, write us on the Facebook page, and we can see if we can get that for you. Yeah, so I didn't actually introduce us at the beginning, so I'll introduce. There's a Spider-Man in the back. I'm Tatiana. I'm the product manager for the game, so my job is licensing and brand management, creating marketing assets, and doing fun stuff like the Twitch stream. And this is Kyle, and he's the community manager. Kyle, do you want to talk about yourself?
Hi. Yeah. So if you're a fan of the Facebook page or the forum, or if you're on Reddit, or if you're on any other community channels, you've probably seen me posting, replying to your comments, collecting all your feedback, which we pass along to the team who is probably behind us. And yeah, so I help out with the Twitch streams as well, all the other community initiatives, and a lot of planning to see what you guys are up to and see how we can engage with you, what you like and what you dislike.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, by the way, you guys, as you might know, Kyle is playing with EarthX Spider-Man, who is in the portal right now. And I talked about this last stream, but EarthX is one of my all-time favorites because look how fat he is. There is no reason why someone that fat should be so nimble, but he is. And I think the only reason why is because if Peter Parker was to be very fat and do what he's doing, he would be quite nimble. I totally think a fat person would be nimble and quick like that. So, okay, people are asking me questions. Can we expect to see Spider and the Japanese character Penny Parker? Potentially Penny Parker. I have to look into that. Spider we're trying to figure out because obviously he's a very giant robot, but I know there was a small version of him. So we're trying to figure out whether we can figure out how to, include him in the game. But he's definitely on our list of characters. Right, so what about Windows Phone update? So I'm sorry, unfortunately, Windows Phone is a really small platform, and ultimately we were not able to maintain updates for Windows Phone. This is potentially temporary. We might bring updates for this device back, but we're continuing events and we're looking into ways to provide more content for Windows Phone. So we're definitely looking into it. Spider Pig and Spider Ham sandwich. That is a horrible thing to say. Spider Ham and Spider Pig are both beautiful, wonderful characters, and you cannot eat them. They are basically human beings as pigs. So, no, you cannot eat them. It's not okay. Okay, in relation to Spider Ham, we don't have him in the game yet, but we're constantly looking into potential options for him. Why? Oh no! Okay. 60s Spider-Man. So, Toei Spider-Man and 60s Spider-Man. Those are not comics characters, those are cartoon characters, and even though they were in Spider-Verse, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're open for the game's use. So, I mean, if you want to talk like boring licensing stuff, we don't have access to every Spider-Man that's ever existed, but we have access to quite a lot of them. But we do have some limitations. We can't just say, oh, the spider existed in one way or another and now we can have it. In general, we are required to follow the comics. But I know Spider-Man would have been amazing. We even created a model for him only to later find out that we couldn't have him in the game. But we have other way cool Spider-Men, so I think it's okay that we don't have him. We have better Spider-Men.
Clash of Spiders?
Yes, so I want to show you guys a really big, sweet new feature. This is a totally new event system. By the way, do we want to like stop the stream and reboot it and see if that'll help with the lag? I was wondering that in my mind.
I don't know how many people are lagging. I mean, there will always be lag between us and seeing the stuff.
Right.
But if
well, they're just saying it's lagging, so I'm just wondering. Anyway, it's okay. You guys, if it's lagging, let us know. We can try like restarting the Twitch stream and, you know, just off and back and see if that helps fix the situation. Anyway, let's do Clash of Spiders. So this is the new event system that we have for the game, and it's super great. So this is basically the Clash of the Spiders. So you can join either Team Amazing or Team Superior, and this is basically going to be you'll be randomly assigned to a team every single event, and this is a totally co-op, team-based event system. So you are trying to defeat the other team by doing as many event runs as you can, and basically your objective is to collect the totems, which you will have seen from the events that we were playing, those red and silver coins. So your objective is to completely dominate the other team, have the most totems, and basically, if you defeat the other team by 76 to 100%, so you got 76 to 100% of the totems for your team, then you will get the top prize. If you were able to beat them by 51%, or between 51 and 75%, you get the second prize. And the team that loses does get some consolation prizes, and in the form of ISO 8 or vials. So you want to totally just play the events as much as you can, collect the totems for your team, and you also want to do it for yourself because there are individual progress rewards that you can do as well. So much like how the current events work, you collect the totems during the entire week of the competition, and then you can collect prizes for yourself. And the prizes are totally jam-packed, so you can, if you get enough totems for your team, and if you are the most awesome collector of totems for your team, you will get like a rank up card and 150 ISO 8. It's like those prizes are huge. And so you also get, you're also ranked as the top contributor for the team. So if you are in the top 10 top contributors of collecting the totems, you will get a rank up card plus 50 ISO 8. And these won't occur all the time, but they're planned to be pretty regular, and they will last a week long. This says 9 days, that's a lie. It's going to be a week long for each one. And so either you will be part, as I reminded you, part of Team Amazing or part of Team Superior, which is really sweet, by the way, because those of you who read the comics will know that the Amazing Spider-Man and Superior Spider-Man, which is Doc Ock Ock's mind and Peter Parker's body, they are totally rivals and are, creating their own teams in the game, so, in the comics. So there's that nice little, combination between, again, our game and the Marvel comics and what's going on there. So we think it's going to be really fun and engaging, and yeah, you guys should be totally excited. Let me see if there's any questions on this feature before we move on. Doesn't seem like there's any questions in this feature, just general excitement, which is good. I'm glad you guys are excited. So this update not only has Doc Ock events and Doc Ock issue 5, it not only has some epic new Spider-Man, and it not only has the Clash of the Spiders, but this is also the Spider-Verse finale. So this is basically our conclusion to the epic 3 update part of the Spider-Verse. So Spider-Verse is ending in the comics, and it's ending in the game as well. And what better way to end the Spider-Verse series than to release Solus, who is the father of the Inheritors. So Morlun, Karn, Genix, Deimos, they're all brothers. And Solus, he's just this ungodly powerful, inheritor, vampiric immortal who's lived for thousands of years. And he is now in the game. And we're going to have multi-day events around him, and we're going to have some awesome events around him. So you guys should totally be stoked. And so we're going to start this now. And here's Solus, and he is so creepy as the Santa of the Inheritors would be. Grumpy Santa. I do think that Solus is Grumpy Santa. Do you guys agree? Grumpy Santa. So, the storyline for the Spider-Verse is going to continue with basically Solus is coming in. Peter Parker as Spider-Man and Doc Ock as Superior Spider-Man have been just constantly fighting nonstop about the best way to defeat the Inheritors. You have both Scarlet Spider, Kane, and Ben Reilly as the two clones are going to the Inheritors world to figure out how to stop them. And so that's basically what's happened last time. And the stories and the multi-day events that you'll see for this update will be the continuation and the finale to this epic Spider-Verse, crossover that we've had with the comics. Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty good. You guys should be excited about that. So we're playing now in the 2009 environment, and basically, because this is the end of Spider-Verse, the end of, the finale, like the conclusion to the epic saga that we've created, this will be the finale also of the Inheritors, and it froze. I don't know why it froze. Finale of the Inheritors and the finale of the 2009 environment. So 2009 and all 5 of the Inheritors that you can play will be temporary. And will basically be around until the end of this update. So in update 5, we're going to bring in new stuff, non-Sinister Six, non-Spider-Verse stuff related to this. So it's froze. No.
It's thinking.
It's thinking. Should we stop the stream and just come back on and see if that helps? So, okay. People are asking what's the plan after Spider-Verse? And basically, are we stopped? Okay, we have a technical issue, so I'm going to just chat and answer your question. Someone asked what the plan after the finale is. We have a new character coming out, a new boss character. I'll give you a hint. She's the first female boss that we've ever had in Spider-Man Unlimited. We'll be going a little bit more back to the Sinister Six storyline, so more, bosses who are helping out the Sinister Six. And we'll have some really sweet new surprises, but I don't want to ruin all of the surprises for you guys. Rebuilt Wall asks for Spider Island. Spider Island, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I can tell you that we are looking at Spider Island, and that's all I'm going to say. So if you do like Spider Island, you will be happy with what we eventually do. But that's all I'm going to say. So I think that might have already revealed. But just, if you like Spider Island, be happy.
I saw someone asking about the ability to organize your team. And in this update, you can't necessarily put them in the exact order, but they're ranked by rarity now instead of the date you acquired them. So that should make it a little easier if you have those top Spideys, or your top ranked Spideys as your highest level Spideys, they'll be a lot easier to access at the top of the list.
Exactly. Secret Wars. So we are, that's definitely something we're considering and looking into. So we're definitely aware of Secret Wars, and I agree. I think it would make a really cool update. So it's just something I cannot review right now, but we're definitely aware of it and keeping our eyes on things. So, who is that Spider-Man on the screen? Which Spider-Man are you playing as?
Superior Venom.
Oh, right. So, okay. So we're playing a Superior Venom, which, as you, if you missed the stream, this is Superior Spider-Man when he got tangled up with a symbiote. So, super cool. It is Superior Venom, and he's awesome. And look how broad his shoulders are. His shoulders are so broad. They're so wide. It's really awesome. Okay. when is this update going to be released? It's going to be released next week, Wednesday, so be stoked. It's really, really close. You'll play the game pretty soon. 25 ISO 8 portals instead of 40. Okay, I will forward that feedback. Judging me.
Judging me. I with my skills or lack of skills.
Yeah. Noir universe as an environment. Actually, that's something that we have been thinking about. So if a lot of people want the noir environment as a dimensional environment, then just totally spam the Facebook page with that request, and maybe we'll do it. So what will the updated icon look like since we voted? As you guys might recall, we did a vote. So vote for the next icon. The icon that ended up winning was not the upside down one, which really surprised me. I thought you guys would totally vote for that one. So we'll save that one for another time. And this time we're using Superior Spider-Man with Doc Ock's tentacles in the background in the same pose that the icon currently has. My brother says he has an issue where he can't download the DLC. That seems like a question for customer care, so just reach out to customer care and they'll be able to really help you with that, and we will find a solution for you, sir. Will some of the Spider-Men receive new voice acting? I know this has been a huge consumer feedback, like big request. We don't have any plan for this update, but I can reveal that we have something very special for you planned for next update. So, yes, we're gonna have some new VO, and basically, if you want me to bore you with the limitations of mobile gaming and the limitations that mobile gaming can have sometimes, file size is really important, and VO takes up a lot of space in the game's file, and so we're doing our best. We'd like to have a lot more, and we have plans for more. It's just, it's not the easiest, but we're doing the best. We definitely want more. How about a trading system between friends, such as trading Spideys? That's something that we're definitely thinking about. So it's something we can certainly explore and see if that would make sense for the game. How about other symbiotes like Toxic Carnage and any others you don't know? That's JC36. I'm gonna pick on JC36 because there are so many other symbiotes you don't know other than Toxic and Carnage and Venom. Yes, we're definitely have some massive symbiote plans for the game in the long term, and it's gonna be super cool. It's basically there's so many characters and we have so many cool things planned for it. It just takes a bit of time. But yeah, definitely keep an eye out because that's totally in the works, and it'll eventually be here. And I agree with Tone Monotone that Lasher is a great symbiote. I wouldn't say he's the best symbiote because there are some female symbiotes, other female symbiotes that just are so cool. But yeah, Lasher is great. Agent Venom being in the game, and someone asked for Mayhem as well. Mayhem and Agent Venom are planned. They're just not in the game yet, but they're in the works, so be excited because this is literally what I'm talking about. There's so much Spider-Man content. There's so much that we can do and so much that we're planning, and we're getting updates out so quickly. So yes, I mean, we're totally aware of all of these really awesome things that exist in the Spider-Man universe, and you guys should be super stoked because we are working on it all. We have such a great update strategy for the game. Alright. Can you add your own original Spideys? No, we cannot do that. We can't even add our own backstories. I mean, there's just, there's some license requirements, and we basically can't create anything that hasn't already existed. But honestly, there's so much great things that already existed, I literally have no idea why I would want to create my own stuff when the Spider-Man that already is there is just so awesome and fun. And just the best backstories. They're so cool. So, will the last Sinister Six member be the end of Spider-Man Unlimited? No! No, it will totally not be. I cannot even tell you how much cool stuff we have planned for after the Sinister Six series. So you should be very happy that the amount of stuff that we're planning is super epic. And we constantly want to keep doing stuff with the comics, in addition to our own Sinister Six storylines, the storylines that we have planned after that. We want to do everything, so we'll do everything as much as we can do everything. Juan Barron is very excited about Zombie Spider-Man, and I hate to disappoint you, because I love the passion that you have for Zombie Spider-Man. It's very similar to my own passion that I have for Zombie Spider-Man. But unfortunately, no, we can't have Spider-Man Zombie in the game. We just don't have the rights to him, so he's not someone that you can expect in the future. But there will be a lot more. So there's a lot more other awesome Spider-Men, like, upcoming everything. Upcoming as much as we can.
Boing.
So,
Amazing.
let's see, any other questions? Are there going to be Superior Spider-Man events to get him? I think there should be, especially with this update. I think it would make a lot of sense. So we can, ask and see if we can get some Superior Spider-Man events with him. There's definitely going to be events with him buffed and him in the portal. So a lot of people keep wanting, asking for a Spider-Man event or a Spider-Woman event specifically. A lot of people ask for a Spider-Gwen event, the Superior Spider-Man events, and all of this stuff. You should look at the portals, because these characters are constantly being buffed in portals and just randomly in and out, and event portals and the VIP portals and all of that stuff. So keep taking a look at the portals. Always click that magnifying glass, because that's going to tell you some of the best Spideys that you can get in the game. So please keep looking at that, otherwise you will totally miss out on some great stuff. How many new characters are being added to this update? We have about 8 new Spider-Men to this update, not including Classic Silk, who will be making an appearance as well. And there will be an upcoming community vote as well, so you can choose the Spider-Man that we release in the game through that community vote. So, basically someone's asking for a serious Spider-Man with a serious voice. That's definitely something that's being planned. We have a plan for a totally different type of Spider-Man voiceover, and in fact a really great one that you will be very excited about. So we do have a plan for a new male Spider-Man voice, and it's going to be not in this update, but in the next one. Peter Porker is Spider-Ham. We're trying to figure out how we can technically include him in the game, so we're looking into our options there. More slots. Someone is asking for more slots. I can't say their name because there's a naughty word in there. But they're asking for more slots, and yes, there will be more slots. Kyle, how many slots will there be?
20 more new slots.
Yeah, 20 slots, guys. That's right. Aunt May Spider-Woman. I totally agree, Professor Broski, who asked for Aunt May Spider-Woman. She is awesome and amazingly hilarious with her poofy skirt and stuff, and just the fluff costume. It's ridiculously hilarious. So it's like being looked at, and we'll definitely explore it. Spider-Cat is a little bit difficult because Spider-Cat is so small. So something we'd like to have, but it might be a bit difficult. Arachnido Jr., the Mexican spider. Yes, Arachnido Jr. is planned. And I'm just going to say one thing, and then I'm not going to say anything else. Cinco de Mayo. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so Cat's Mandu is asking for a 6-armed Spider-Man, and he's very adamant that we add a 6-armed Spider-Man. 6-armed Spider-Man's quite difficult. I thought he wouldn't be so difficult, but he actually is really tough to add in the game because that requires a whole new host of animations. But there's so many multi-limbed Spider-Men that I know it's something in the long term we're looking to explore whether we can figure out how to do that. Doctor Strange Spider-Man. I don't think we can have Doctor Strange Spider-Man, but maybe. I don't know. Hard to say.
Here's some web swinging in the
Oh, yeah, so back to what is actually in this update. This update will feature some great great new environments. Doc Ock's underwater lab, and this is the first environment to have every single gameplay element in the game. So you have skydiving and wall climbing and swinging, fighting, and boss fighting. You got everything in this one environment. So lots and lots of cool stuff for you to enjoy. We got half a dozen people asking about the costume for Spider-Man Unlimited show. I have to double check and see if he's allowed, because basically we can have comic-based characters, and because he's in the TV show, it might be difficult, but we can definitely explore that for sure.
All spiders must die. So foolish.
When will this live stream end? It's never gonna end. Deal with it. Yeah. So, yes, Arachnido Jr., the Mexican spider. He's planned. He will be in the game, not for this update, but in an update after that. People are asking for the Identity Crisis Spider-Man, who are also planned, but not in this update. They're coming, and they're scheduled and all of that.
You dare?
Give up that.
How to get legendaries more easily? Mevin Pool asked that, and that is a very good question. The best way to get legendaries is to participate in the events and get the progression awards. That is definitely by far the easiest way. We'll also have, in the VIP portal, the legendaries are more common than the epic Spider-Man, so you're most of the time you're going to get a legendary when using the VIP portal. And in the events, you have really good chances to get legendaries in the event portal. So those are definitely your best chances at getting legendaries, is events, event portal, and the VIP portal. You can also occasionally get legendary Spider-Man in the premium portal as well. How about normal Spider-Man unmasked? That is literally something that I'm trying to see about getting right now, so I can't confirm or deny anything, but that is in the plans at the very least. Ability to trade Spider-Man with other players. I know that's a very highly requested feature and something we're looking into. I don't know for sure if that's definitely something we'll do, but we know that you guys want to see that, so we'll at least look into it for sure. A legendary Spider-Girl. We don't have plans for legendary Spider-Girl yet, but if people are really interested in a legendary Spider-Girl, we can definitely, explore doing that and, setting up a whole event for that. Kane and Kane the Other. So we have Scarlet Spider-Kane, obviously, and we do have plans for, and this is the first time you're hearing this, we have plans for Tarantula, who is different from Kane the Other, but he's way cooler than Kane the Other too. So Tarantula is planned. He looks amazing, and he's not planned for this update, but he's coming in soon.
I am so
And the YOLO Man asks, why isn't Classic Silk going to be in this update? Oh, YOLO Man, why must you look but the fool? Because Classic Silk is totally being in this update. She's in this update, so don't make assumptions without confirming with me on the stream, because that would be ridiculous. Wait, do you actually want to play with Classic Silk?
I think we could do a few runs with her.
Yeah, let's do that. What are the spider tokens? You came late to the party on Century Breakdown. So Century Breakdown, how stoked are you going to be when I tell you that we have totally new event types, which are team-based events. So this is totally cooperative. You'll be randomly assigned to either Team Amazing or Team Superior, and you will be collecting these tokens for your team. And basically, the more you get for yourself, the more you get for your team, the better you are as a contributor to your team, the more rewards you get. And they're super good rewards, and the tokens can be earned during the events. So yeah, I hope you like Superior Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man, because you could be on one of those teams. Legendary spiders with 3 stars. I don't know if you're asking for 3 stars overall or 3 stars to begin with, but if you get a legendary spider from the portal, you automatically get it with 3 stars. Spider Deadpool is not something that we can have in this game, unfortunately. Sorry, Juan Baron. Legendaries. Okay. I asked that one. Will you add more slots? Yes. As mentioned before, we're adding 20 more slots. Actually, I'm going to talk about some of the additional features that we're going to be having in this game. We'll have new event types. So we'll have events that instead of our leaderboard based, there will be, or score based on the leaderboard, so there'll be other things such as leaderboards that say collect X amount of vials, or leaderboards which is about like the amount of enemies that you kill, or the amount of collectibles that you collect. So leaderboards that are not always based on the score that you get. So that's going to be a totally new thing. You'll have buff spiders for those types of events, and it's going to be totally unique, totally fun, and totally different. In addition to that, we will have best of 5 runs. So you can play these events, but you can only play it 5 times. So it's puts like extra pressure on you guys to like get a super sweet run the first time, and it makes it more easy for players who don't always get the best score every time that they can get one of those 5 times. So there's that. You can earn rewards for skipping multi-day events instead of being penalized by with 10 ISO 8 for skipping them. We'll have new flash events, so 24-hour events that'll come and go, and they'll have some great prizes, including slots and consumables and different Spider-Men, but they'll only be there for a day. We'll have new updates to the VIP portal. The VIP portal is going to constantly be updated, like every 2 weeks or so. We'll have a new VIP portal for you, new Spider-Men. So the content there is always changing, always fresh, and always really fun for you guys. And those were the big ones. We'll have, like we said, 20 inventory slots. New teams are automatically sorted by rarity, and we have a new main menu system for you to enjoy. And Kyle's got a best run. That was awesome.
Yes.
Well done. Well done to you, sir. Okay, so I'm going to answer a few more of your questions. It's been almost an hour, so we'll probably end the stream pretty soon. But so I'll spend the next few minutes just focusing on answering your questions. The update releases next week, Wednesday, on the 25th. So be stoked. Go to the App Store, download the update, leave us a good review, and enjoy, because there's lots to enjoy. Will there be a new Epic Spider-Verse portal? We're definitely going to do some more fun stuff like the Epic Spider-Verse portal and the Spider-Woman portal type of this thing. So we'll have some cool stuff for you like that, for sure. Legendary spiders from events with 3 stars. That's not currently planned right now, but maybe it's something we can do down the line. But right now it's going to be 1-star legendaries from the events. No Loom World, unfortunately, asked a name that I can't say right now because I have tunnel vision. We couldn't fit Loom World into this, so the Spider-Verse world was 2009-9. But as I mentioned before, guys, enjoy the Inheritors, enjoy 2009-9 for now, because in Update 5, that content is being removed to replace some new content. So you know, enjoy it for now. Like, play the events because it's all time limited content. Any new spiders planned for the common portals? I'm not exactly sure. I don't think we are, but yeah, just keep an eye out. Agent Venom is planned, not for this update, but in the future, so be excited. He will eventually be in the game. Mangaverse Spider-Woman is a character that we're looking into, but not planned yet, but someone I will definitely want in the game, and if we, I think I know when I want her. So yes.
Allow me to give you a
Spider-Hulk is not going to be in the game because Spider-Hulk is also using other a different license from a different part of the game, a different part of Marvel's comic lore, so we can't have Spider-Hulk. Also, he's very large. Oh, look, Steampunk Spider-Woman. You can win her right now in the event, so go win her if you haven't. Can we get Spider-Monkey in the game? Spider-Monkey is a bit small, so it's a bit hard to figure out his, you know, sizing with the game, but someone I definitely would like to see. So many Spider-Men, no, because that is a movie license and this is a comic game. But let's face it, we really want to see Spider-Man with a slightly different altered suit from so many movies. Come on, there's way cooler Spider-Man that we have planned than that one. How about a portal where you get a fully living legendary Spidey? Right now we actually don't have the ability in the game to do that, but as new content and new back-end features are added to the game, we may eventually be able to do that. Event portal for Ultimate Black Widow. You know, spam the Facebook page with event portals that you want, and we'll try to get it into the game. Spider Carnage is planned. We have we have something awesome around him planned, but I can't tell you what it is. I can't tell you when it is, but it's gonna be in the game, and it's gonna be super sweet. Any more ISO 8 sales? There are always ISO 8 sales. We have sales going on pretty regularly in the game, so you know, just keep an eye out for that, and it'll be great. Okay, I'm not even gonna read that question out loud. What about the other inheritors, Verna, Bora, and Rix? I really love those characters, and they are awesome, and we might bring them into the game down the line, but for Spider-Verse, we got, 5 out of 8 of the inheritors. So I think we did pretty well for the amount of inheritors that we were able to fit into this game. So they're not planned right now, but if people really want them, we can fit them in. Will past Spider characters be available? Ultimate Superior, Gwen, Silk, Jessica Drew, and Anya Corazon? Yes, they will all be available. They're constantly going to be featured in and out of the VIP portals and event portals. So you really got to keep your eye out on the new portals that we release every week, the event ones, but the VIP ones are also going to constantly be changing now. So those guys, the ones that we released in the past, are totally going to make appearances in the future. So you just need to, you know, just keep an eye out, you know, and we'll do our best to inform you on the Facebook page when those are, when those guys make their way into the event portals. Classic red and black costume. So like classic Spider-Man but with red and black instead of red and blue. I mean, we could do that, but like, I mean, of all of the Spider-Men and all of the world and all of the comics, that's the one you ask for? I mean, maybe, but it's not the coolest one for sure, you know? Banal Damage Superior Spider-Man. Actually, I quite like the sound of that, because Superior Spider-Man does get beat up a lot. It's pretty funny, actually. Maybe. Okay, suggest Mangaverse Spider-Woman. I would totally love Mangaverse Spider-Woman because she is Mary Jane as Spider-Woman. It's someone we would absolutely love to have in the game, and it's just a matter of checking and seeing whether we can have her, but I totally want her there because she's so great. Update the graphics and fix the lag on Android. That's something we totally forgot to talk about. Android users, be super stoked because lag should be much less of a problem for you. I know that this update, there was some lag issues. So this update, you can have a lag switch. So it's basically a graphic switch between heroic graphics, so the best graphics that you can have in the game, and a powerful performance. So reducing the amount of graphics that the game is using, but with a much smoother performance. So that is made for Android, and that will definitely help with a lot of the lagging that you guys have been experiencing. And this, you can access this from the options menu, so just in the update, you can switch back and forth at your leisure. And if you're experiencing lags, I definitely suggest just reducing the graphics switch. And honestly, it's going to be the graphics, the reduced graphics aren't going to be that big of a that big of a change. It's still going to look really nice because the game is gorgeous. Let's face it, this game is beautiful. Okay. Okay, someone was asking for Annie Corazona's Arana. Yes, in fact, if you have seen Exoskeleton Arana, which is by far the coolest version of her, be excited because she is planned for the game and will be released, not in this update, but in an upcoming one. What else? Will we see dialogue between Superior and Doc Ock? Yes, Professor Broski, and this is one of my favorite parts of this update is the interactions between Doc Ock and Superior Spider-Man are so awesome. I go crazy for the two of them talking to each other. It's going to happen more in the events than in the issues, so definitely play the events because that's definitely going to have the most Superior Spider-Man and Doc Ock interactions. But there will be one in the story mode as well, and it's so great. I can't even talk about how awesome it is. And I get so geeked out over this one. Let's see, any other questions? Will the dialogue include classic Superior Spider-Man? Well, in the events, no, it's going to include regular Superior Spider-Man, but in the events, in the issues, when you play as specific, when you need to play a specific Spider-Man for specific missions and issues, missions in the issues, you will be able, one of them will be Classic Superior. So get your Classic Superior on because he will be in the issues. Drunken Spider-Man that can run as well. No, we're not gonna have a drunk Spidey because Spidey's a very responsible guy, you know? I don't want my superhero to be all drunk and sad. I'm okay with them being fat. It's okay if they're fat, like Earth-X, who's all, upset about the fact that his daughter is just this, out of control, Venom-esque daughter. Mayday, actually. But no drunken Spideys. That's weird.
Keep it going.
If I suck, will this update make it easier? I'm not sure.
No.
No, just get good at the game. You know what? I have to say, I was really bad at this game at first. For the life of me, I could not get past a score of 100K, and it was really embarrassing for me.
Nice.
Especially because I work here, and everyone around me was getting these really awesome scores, and my scores were really bad. But you really pick up the game well, and that's what I really like about an Endless Runner, this Endless Runner, because in other Endless Runners, you really find your threshold, and then you're like, that's my score. It's so hard to get past this one score. But with Spider-Man Unlimited, you're constantly improving, you're constantly beating your previous scores, and it's pretty great. It's like, the way it is, it really stands out to me as a totally awesome game because of that. And so many other reasons, of course.
Steve, you want to say hello?
Okay. So, joining us is Steve, who is the producer on the game. So basically, come sit over here. So Steve, you want to introduce yourself? Tell everyone what you do?
Yeah, sure. I think I met you guys last update for like about 10 seconds. So I'm Steve, the producer on Spider-Man Unlimited. So every update, we listen to you guys, whatever you guys want. We try to do as much as we can, and in the whole community, keep telling everybody, keep telling us what you want because we want to make the best Spider-Man game.
Totally, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to answer any questions?
Sure. What's some of the questions?
Okay, we already said no to 6-armed Spider-Man. That's not going to happen. Oh, well, it might happen later, but not right now. It's not planned. Yes, there's a lot of questions. Are there going to be superior Spider-Man events to get him?
What was the question?
Are there going to be superior Spider-Man events?
I don't know.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
this is very informative.
I'm glad I could help.
We should definitely get some superior
give some
Spider-Man events.
sinister
Like I said, we're doing
soldiers a
Flash events,
arachnophobia.
so and random characters are always being buffed for different events. So we'll take that into account and consider buffing superior Spider-Man. By the way, guys, here is Bullet Point Spider-Man, who was in the community vote, exactly, and he was in second place, but he will be in this game in the portals in this update, and he's actually in the spring portal right now, which is available for an hour every day, so you have to act quick if you want to use the spring portal. But look how cool Bullet Points is. He is, and people who don't know this, he is Bruce Banner if he was bitten by the radioactive spider in an alternate dimension. So this is Bruce Banner as Spider-Man, which is why he's all green and awesome. And in this alternate dimension, it was Peter Parker who became the Hulk, and then he died being the Hulk, and it was accidentally Bruce Banner / Bullet Point Spider-Man's fault, so it was a super guilty thing that he had to deal with. But I just love that backstory. I think it's so cool that there was a Bruce Banner Spider-Man. It's so great. Stan Lee Spider-Man. Oh, normal Stan Lee playing the game. Well, I totally want to get Stan Lee, and that's something that we are considering. It's a whole other external process to get Stan Lee because he's not, he's not part of the Spider-Man license. He's a totally individual person. But it's something that I would totally love to eventually have in the game. I think it'd be so great. Is there going to be more Hydro Man? I'm not sure. Is there Hydro Man in this build? Okay. Yeah, exactly. So if there's no Hydro Man in plan for Update 4, but he can always make a return in the future, just like Jack-o'-lantern, just like any other event bosses that we have special for the events. Okay, so this is important, and it's specifically asking you, Steve. Can Classic Superior Spider-Man, New Superior, and Spider-Man 2009 have talons added to their model? The New Superior and 2009 have claws which come from their nails, and it's not in the comics. It's really important to them.
Close one.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe we're
Rock and roll.
Totally. We have the ability to update the models, but we try not to make too large of updates because, they already exist in the game. People already have them. It'd be weird if, you had this model and then you just come back in the game and it's totally different. But small things like that we might be able to do. So we'll look into
and
it.
I think on some of the newer characters, we're taking some more of the details into consideration too.
Totally. Someone asks, will White Rabbit be an Easter event boss? I wish that would have been so perfect. And it's actually something I thought we might be able to do, but he's actually not part of the Spider-Man license, so we cannot have White Rabbit. Spider-Phoenix. No one saw him in the Spider-Verse comics, and are we going to have him? Yes, Spider-Phoenix is planned, not for this update, but he's someone that will eventually be in the game. Hydra Spider-Man 2009. Maybe. I have to look into that. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know. I'll have to look into it for you. Thank you so much for fixing Gwen's shoes, by the way. LOL. Yes. So that was a classic situation where we got Gwen Stacy and Spider-Gwen in the game super early before anyone else ever had her in the game. She was the first playable character. And when we started introducing her into the game, all we had was like black and white sketches and really early artwork. So when we put her in the game, she didn't have white shoes because the artwork that we had had her with white shoes and not with the blue ones. So that was a classic situation where we saw that her model changed and it was a small little fix, so we thought for sure it would have had that in there.
I see someone asking about ranking up legendary spiders. You want to tell them about the level up portal or what we're doing for?
Yeah, we're actually, so a lot of people want to level up faster in the game. So we're making a level up
certainly
portal
hope
for
this
update
isn't
4
over
where
too
we're able to
quickly.
get fully leveled up, I guess it would be the Megaverse Spider-Man, where it's fully maxed out at 30. You will combine all those for one map.
The ISO 8 will be mine.
It'll be an opportunity for you to really push the level up.
Right. And yeah, the great part about that is, if you don't want to keep grinding and keep playing, and you ranked up your Spider-Man, but it just takes ages for you to level them up, you can level them up super quick with the level up portal. So that's pretty great. They couldn't hear you very well, so
I'm sorry.
come closer next time.
What else we got?
Well, so with ranking up Spider-Man 2, you can rank up legendaries directly in this update, can't you?
Thinking about it.
Not yet.
Oh, that's the update after that one. I got.
But
never
it's
mind,
something
yeah.
that,
That in the future, not in this update, you will be able to rank up legendaries directly with ISO 8 as well, which is not currently done in the game. Avengers in the game. This is a Spider-Man game. This isn't an Avengers game, so no, there's no Avengers plan.
What?
But you have Nick Fury, and Nick Fury adds a nice little Avengers, feel to it without it being the Avengers. So no Avengers. Black Suit Spider-Man / Symbiote Spider-Man. I said this earlier on, but I want to say it again because I want you guys to know that Symbiote Spider-Man is coming. Black Suit Spider-Man is totally planned for the game. The only reason why we haven't released him yet is because we have a much grander plan for him. So he's not going to be just, released character and that's it. We have a big plan for him, which is why he's not in the game yet. But he is definitely coming in the game, so be stoked. You can stop asking, you can stop worrying. He's totally going to be in the game, and we have a much sweeter reason for
You can surrender
holding
now.
out on
Not
that
that it
one.
will do you much good.
Spider Lizard from the 1980 story. I'm sorry, you asked that question a lot, and I totally kept forgetting to answer you. I have to look into Spider Lizard, but now I know of his existence, and I'm totally going to look into it. But I do say this a lot because we look at the community feedback on the Facebook page so much. If there is a Spider-Man that you want, that you have not seen from the game, that we have not confirmed that we're planning on releasing, just tell the Facebook page, and then it'll be on our list of characters to look into. So just keep, answering the Facebook page. You can even tweet me, and I will, we'll look into it and see when we can get that for you. So, will we fight Spider Slayers in the future? That would be so great. Oh my god, a whole event for Spider Slayers. I think that'd be so awesome. So that's totally something we'll think about and plan and see if we can do. When is the Symbiotes update? Well, I never said that there was going to be a Symbiotes update. I can neither confirm nor deny that there will be a Symbiotes update. But it'll be, there will be some Symbiotes planned potentially after the... I'm not going to say anything else. Yeah? Forget I said anything. Yeah. Okay. Spider Lizard is so much hotter than Superior Venom. I mean, I have to look at this Spider Lizard because Superior Venom is so cool, so awesome, so ridiculously sweet that I don't know about your Spider Lizard. In fact, I'm actually excited about this. Only makes me excited about Spider Lizard. Actually, now I definitely have to look into him. Spider-Nom. I think Spider-Nom is awesome, so we should totally look into him as a character. Especially because the back of his, he wears this backpack, the back of him is just as cool as the front of him. As an endless runner, that is always a advantage to a Spider-Man, so something we'll definitely look into.
Let's go.
Spider-Boy, son of Ultimate Spider-Man. I could look into that. I could check. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I have some technical issues. Oh, but look, you can see the icon. Okay. Lizard, Rhino, Mysterio's new bosses. Sure. Totally in the plans, totally thinking about it, constantly thinking about, you know, especially how to incorporate more running bosses in the game. It's something we definitely want to do. So, definitely on the list. We have a massive list. That's what's so great about Spider-Man. There are so many things. You guys just keep naming and naming and naming so many different spiders and villains and environments, and it's just, we're totally keeping an eye out. We have so many cool things planned. So yes. Someone asks if the video will be made available after the stream, and yes it is. Alex Ross Spider-Man, I have to check. I don't know where his origin is, so it's something I need to look into, but we can definitely look into it. Will this be available, video be available after the stream? As I said, yes. Make it easier to get Spider-Gwen. So, I mentioned this before, constantly check the event portals, because that's going to be your best way to get characters like Silk, Spider-Gwen, Ultimate Spider-Man, Superior Spider-Man, etc. In addition to that, they will be constantly in and out of the VIP portal, so you'll be able to find her there. And we're also looking into more characters in these upcoming 24-hour Flash events. So definitely something that we should do. Turkish Spider-Man. You really want the overweight purple and green Turkish Spider-Man from that live-action thing in the game? Because if you do, I don't know if we can have him. So I can either, I can't say that we'll have him, but it's an interesting request. Interesting, very interesting. Let's see. What is that shield button on the top right corner? What shield button?
The blue one on the main menu. The new button that goes to the shop.
Oh, yeah, that's the shop button. It's now a shield logo, but it was originally the shop button. So, yay, look at all the things you can buy. Spend money. No, I'm joking. Let's see, what else? Rhino, Lizard, Mysterio, I already answered you. We're looking into it. Be patient. This is not the platform to announce, upcoming villains. This is to show you the new ones we have, like Solus and Doc Ock, and all of the new spiders that we have, like Superior Venom and Spider-Man and Aaron Aikman. And this is also a platform to show you the Clash of Spiders events with Superior Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man, where you can do the team co-ops and all of that. Will there be an option to replay 100% completed issues? Not right now, no. There's no plan for that. How many more reveals? Have any more reveals for Spider-Man in this update? So we've revealed 3. Superior Venom, Aaron Aikman Spider-Man, and Spider-Ben, who is Uncle Spider-Man. As in an alternate dimension, he became Uncle Ben, who became Spider-Man. We have 2 other characters who are planned, and then plus 3 community characters who we have not yet announced.
We don't have any time
You
to
can
waste.
blame Kyle, by the way, for not revealing a 4th Spider-Man, because he deleted it from his build and now we can't play as him.
We'll be back with more live streams.
Yeah, we'll be back with more live streams. You'll see him then, but blame Kyle, guys. It's all his fault that you didn't see my favorite one of this update. It isn't even Superior Venom. Look at my excitement. This is like some excitement, but my other excitement is for the other one that we have not released in this or announced yet, but will be released in this update. So, yeah.
Come on now, Steve. Come on now, Steve. Now you're the fat Spider-Man.
Now, that's not a bad thing. EarthX is just the best. Look at EarthX being so awesome.
Very acrobatic.
Josh
for,
Keaton and Christopher Daniel Barnes be the voice of some Spider-Man because they are fan favorite Spider-Man voice actors. Actually, we looked into Josh Keaton when we originally casted Spider-Man. We looked at Josh Keaton, and we looked at Yuri Lowenthal, and we looked at a few others. But I think Yuri is amazing. Like, I think he is such a great Spider-Man voiceover character. But we're like I said, we're looking into other ones. So I told you in the update after this one, we'll have some new VO for Spider-Man, and we have even more planned after that. You should be excited.
You can't stop me.
Damn it, Steve. See? Because you suck. Someone said, damn it, Steve.
That's good.
Spider-Boy, son of Ultimate Spider-Man. Wanted to let you know that it's a fanfic Spidey if you want to see that. Okay, so, Big Tur 15. Just send that over on the Facebook page and we'll totally get it added to the list of Spider-Man that we eventually want to see. How about Digital Spider-Man? Asks another person. Digital Spider-Man is someone I need to look into, but I think he's so cool looking. With the blue dots and everything. I love him. So, he's fan-made. I just found out about that. My face, I'm so surprised. If it's fan-made, it probably cannot do that one, but it's a shame because that's a really cool concept for Spider-Man. Are we going to see the Master Weaver? It's not planned. I'm actually curious to see if we see the Master Weaver more in upcoming Marvel comics, because if it does, then I definitely would like to explore Master Weaver more, because that would make a lot of sense. You just got Ghost Spider from the Spring Portal. Oh yes. How great is Ghost Spider-Man and his flamy head? His flame head is just awesome. I think he's such a one of the best Spider-Men we've released.
He's my favorite.
Yeah? Oh, he's so good. An outer space environment. Oh, Rainbow Phoenix. If only I could tell you the things that we have planned, but it's a secret, so I can't tell you. If only I could tell you, though, you'd be so happy. That's all I'm going to say. Is there a Polish Spider-Man? No, but there's an Indian Spider-Man and a Japanese Spider-Man who are already in the game. So there's some multiculturalism for you there. No Suit Peter Parker is someone I'm looking into as we speak. I would love to have him in the game. That would be great. What about Spider Fist? No, we can't have Spider Fist because that's Iron Fist, right, with Spider-Man. That's a totally different license, so not anything to do with this game, unfortunately. Make a Dutch Spider-Man in wooden shoes. I love that. What a missed opportunity! What a missed opportunity for Dan Slott to do that for Spider-Verse. Totally should have done that. Oh, that would have been so great. Since Spider-Verse is returning to the comics during Secret Wars, are you planning any content plans? Maybe. That's all I'll say. Maybe. Japanese Spider-Man from the 1970s, aka Spider-Man, cannot be in this game because it's not a comic Spider-Man, but a Spider-Man from a TV show, so a bit different. Will female spiders get their own portal? We actually did that, and it was actually quite successful, so I'd like to see the return of the Spider-Woman portal. You'll just have to wait and see on when we do it, but yeah. This guy wants to contact you directly for all his ideas. Kyle, be excited.
Do you want my phone number or?
Or it's just his personal email address.
Count 'em. Yes.
So, will Superior Spider-Man have some sort of story interaction with the new Doc Ock boss? Yes. Yes, he will. And I was saying this before, but that is one of, by far, the coolest things this, one of the coolest things this update has. It's going to be so great when Superior Spider-Man and Doglok actually interact. It's so, I mean, just even like running as Superior Spider-Man against Doglok is so cool, so crazy. I love it. Are you the same person who keeps asking about Spider-Boy? Is that the same person every time? I will look into Spider-Boy. I do not have an answer. Stop asking about it. God. Add the spider bite as a power-up. Oh, your ideas are so good. Are you the same guy who wants to spam Kyle about his ideas? Because you can.
You can.
I'll look into, I mean, maybe a spider bite? I don't know. That seems kind of difficult, but I don't know. Maybe if we want to add more power-ups, we'll certainly look into that.
There's a question about Spidey Ops.
Oh, what about it? Where is it? Cool. Could Spidey Ops rewards be increased? Potentially have isolate. So we are planning to improve the Spidey Ops experiences with better rewards and more rebalancing. I don't know. We don't know exactly what update that will be ready, but we have a plan for Spidey Ops, and we're gonna constantly look to improve it because you can get more. I agree. There could be more rewards that could appear from that one. What about Ezekiel? People want to run as an old man, apparently. I actually do think Ezekiel would be really cool. And actually, Ezekiel is in the game technically because Last Stand Spider-Man is Ezekiel. Ezekiel is just hanging out in old man Spidey / Last Stand Spider-Man's getup. So he's technically already in the game. Can Kyle adopt me? That way I can play video games with my dad. Awesome. I love it. Kyle. It's a lot of responsibility.
I don't know. I have to look into adoption policies at Gameloft.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you could handle it. If you can handle like all of the comments on the Facebook page, I think you can handle a child who wants to play video games.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so it's been about an hour and a half. It's actually been a really long stream. So I'll answer a few more questions, and then I guess we can call it a day, unless you guys want us to stay.
Forever?
Forever? A little bit longer? 666 vials. Double confirmed. That's funny. That's really funny. Okay. Digital Spider-Man creator is willing to talk to you guys about it. Talk to us about it. I would like to know more about this Digital Spider-Man creator and whether that's a possibility for the game. Let's see. What else? Okay, so last few questions. Will spiders get different voices? I know this is a huge request. Oh my gosh, you guys really want new voices for these spiders. We have some new voices planned for the next update, not this one, but the one after that. And we constantly want to add more VO. It's just really a matter of figuring out the best way to do it. And it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of file space, but I know you guys really want that, so we'll definitely keep looking into the best ways to do that. Let's see. I credit Devil Spider-Man to Sean. I don't know who Sean is.
Never
so
send a Spider-Man.
That was not something I should have even read out loud. That was
gonna get
that was
brunch,
dumb.
but
Allow me to
Okay,
save
so
the
someone's
day.
asking about Spider Carnage. You mean
Sinister Six.
Ben Reilly when he became Spider Carnage. I love Spider Carnage. He's so great. We have actually something really cool planned for Spider Carnage. But he's like a future thing. So, just be patient. We have a Spider Carnage thing. Deadpool Spider-Man is no. Negative Zone Spider-Man is a possibility. I have to double check on that. How about animations for Spideys when climbing with mechanical arms? That one's a bit tough. I don't think we'll be able to do that one for now, but maybe down the line is something we can do. We'll look into it. Animations are huge, and it is a mobile game after all, so it's a bit tough to do that.
I was going to say goodbye.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. And next week,
Next
big
week.
update coming up for you guys.
Yay!
Bye bye.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Let's see, last few questions. Let's see. Scarlet Spider Felicia Hardy is someone we would love to have in the game. Just checking on some things, but we definitely want to have a whole thing about her. Pirate Spider Woman from Loom World. I thought it was Pirate Spider Man. Was there also a Spider Woman that I missed? If so, we should look into that, because that would be pretty sweet. Spider-Man from Negative Zone. Again, we're looking into that. How can we contact you about Digital Spidey? Just message us on the Facebook page and we can reach out to you directly as a private thing. How about Spider-Girl Betty Brandt? I think we can have her, but I have to double check. So, I mean, she's kind of gross, but she's gross in a hilarious way. Like, let's admit, she's a pretty funny one. Toxin, Agent Venom, Venom, Carnage, all planned for the game. But like they said, there's just so much content. So we have a whole symbiote thing planned. It's just a little bit later, but it's super sweet, and you guys should be totally stoked because it's so awesome. Symbiote Cosmic Spider-Man. Was there actually a Symbiote Cosmic Spider-Man?
Good
If there was, I really didn't know about it, and you should let us know on the Facebook page because I would love to get a Symbiote Cosmic Spider. Captain Spider is planned. That's all I'm going to say on that matter, but he is going to be in the game. Will symbiotes be playable characters? I can neither confirm nor deny whether symbiotes will be playable characters. You will have to wait and see, but if you wait, you'll be very happy at all of the sweet content that we have planned even after this update and beyond. Slinger, Spider-Man, Hornet, Dust, Prodigy, all of those guys, yes, they're planned. We have a whole thing around them. It's going to be really sweet. Spider with the dashes in the name. We're figuring it out. It's kind of a difficult one to do, but I think it'd be so great to do it. And Symbiote Cosmic was in Shattered Dimension. Okay, we should really look into that. That would be really fun. Okay, this is it. One last question. I'm waiting for a good one. Spider Island characters. Someone asks for Spider Island characters. We have a thing that with Spider Island that we might do. We're looking into Spider Island and we have an idea, and we might have more than an idea, but I'm not going to tell you how much of the idea is actually reality and how much we're actually doing, because I'm going to totally let you guys be surprised, but we're totally aware of Spider Island. It's such a great comic event, and I've been wanting to do it actually since the last stream, because someone asked for Spider Island in the last stream, and I looked into it, and I'm like, damn, this is awesome. So now we're looking into it as a real thing, which shows how much actual input you guys have on our decision making. Not all of the decision making, but I mean, you guys totally inspire us with tons of different ideas and things we wouldn't have thought of without you. So thank you. You guys are totally awesome. Anything else you want to say?
Set? I don't know. Next week's a big week.
Yes.
Prepare.
So, yes. Get excited. Next week, we will be starting the update with the release of Superior Venom and the Doc Ock Issue 1 and Doc Ock events. Later on Monday after the update is live, you will see the first Clash of Spiders event. A week after the update is live, you will see the first Soulless event. So you won't see it all at once. You're gonna see it you're gonna see everything pretty much in the first week of the update, though, and it's gonna be so sweet. We're gonna have so many great prizes, so many cool events, constant 24-hour, our like events and flash events, and the best content, such cool stuff, community votes, more slots, more event types with different leaderboards, new main menu image, which is super cool. Just so much stuff planned. This is by far the biggest update that we've ever had. So definitely update, play the game, let us know what you think. If you want to reach out to me directly, you can reach out to me on Twitter. My username is Tatiana MUFC, as in Manchester United Football Club. It's a totally different thing. But yeah, if you want to, ask me questions and stuff, you can reach me directly there. And do you want to give your Twitter information?
No Twitter.
Okay, he doesn't want to give any Twitter.
Information.
Oh, I thought you did.
I do. Actually,
It's okay.
I think it's at Gameloft Kyle with an underscore in between.
Okay.
But,
Gameloft _ Kyle.
Facebook is definitely best.
And Tatiana MUFC. But yeah, for all Spider-Man Unlimited needs to get your voice heard, go on the Facebook page because we're always listening to you guys. Hey, Man U doesn't suck! Screw you! Super turd, that's mean. Oh, okay. Well.
Is that it?
That's it. Someone's asking to show them the portals, but we actually don't have any of the Update 4 portals live on this build. It's just, we just have the events. So, no portals to actually show you. FC, not FG. FC! Alright, bye guys.
Bye.